Right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The World Day Krakow, a Pilgrimage of Mercy. I hated this flick. I'm giving it 1 out of 5 stars. This is going to be another Knights of Columbus nonsense on form.org. But you already knew from the title and the format, the streaming service, that this was going to be another whack, stupid, pseudo-Catholic thing. The lamestream movie loves to call World Youth Day the Catholic Woodstock, and for good reason. It's just a rock concert of a bunch of Novus Ordites, and they're doing communion on the hand. They probably put the consecrated host in plastic tubs and things like this. They have a rock concert. They have a bunch of assorted heretics, for instance, Bergoglio and Robert Barron. And it's just a big love fest of girls in bikinis getting communion on the hand, basically. In July of 2016, Catholic youth from around the world descended on Krakow, Poland for World Youth Day with Pope Francis. A lot of these young girls are immodestly dressed, by the way. None of them are wearing veils. They're all, some of them have sleeveless shirts and they need to cover up their bodies. This is disgusting. These pilgrims traveled in the footsteps of St. Paul, John Paul, JP2, and other great saints of Krakow, discovering the rich heritage of their Catholic faith and being inspired by Pope Francis's chosen theme, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy." That's kind of a tautology there. If you think Bergoglio sounded stupid when he was alive, you got to see this. This is exhibit number 1 right here. This poignant and inspirational film captures the World Youth Day experience like never before, following youth on their journey with Bergoglio. The film also includes highlights from the program of the Knights of Columbus sponsored Mercy Center at the Taran Arena, Krakow. It looks like a giant big-time wrestling venue, for lack of a better term. And they're going like this, and oh man, this thing is sickening. Why did JP2 come up with this concept? I guess he's trying to get more Novus Ordites involved in the church. Yikes. World Youth Day Krakow, a pilgrimage of mercy, reveals the essential truth of your World Youth Day, that amidst the seeming chaos of hundreds of thousands of young people breaking out in song and dance. They actually have a guy come out with an electric guitar. Now, granted, they tried to temper it a bit with a full orchestra, but I don't know. I think my parochial vicar in Belmont would not have enjoyed the music selection for this. I don't even know if he went to this. Maybe he did. Behind the panoply of joyful exuberance and festive celebration, young minds are discovering an appreciation for the universal church, the Novus Ordi church, they should call it, and young hearts are being transformed by the gospel. This movie is not rated, but is suitable for all ages. No, I don't know about that. If you want to follow Nova Sordite, Communion on the Hand, and Babes in Bikinis, World Youth Day is your place to go. The Woodstock of Catholicism. According to the lamestream media, well, here we have Robert Barron, the celebrity priest from YouTube, or I guess he's a so-called bishop. He's wearing bishop clothing, but he doesn't sound like a bishop. All right. World Youth Day Krakow, a pilgrimage of mercy, 2017. 38 minutes of torture, 0 ratings on IMDb. I'm actually doing them a favor by reviewing this, even though I'm trashing it as we speak. In July 2016, Catholic youth from around the world descended on these pilgrims, traveled in the footsteps of Saint JP2 and other great saints of Krakow, discovering the rich heritage of their Catholic faith and being inspired by Bergoglio's chosen theme of "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy." Is that one of the Beatitudes? Blessed. Okay. Blessed are the poor. Blessed are the mourn. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are those who hunger, thirst for righteousness. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. All right. So I stand corrected. This is Beatitude number 7. It shows my ignorance. I should have all of them memorized. All right. So Bergoglio chose Beatitude number 7 as the theme of this Catholic Woodstock of the Novus Ordi Church. Here we go. There is no more like this section. Storyline is the same as the top part. I'm not going to repeat that again. World Youth Day is a global gathering where young people deepen their faith, experience the universality of the Catholic Church, and commit their lives to Christ alongside hundreds of thousands of like-minded peers. Release date February 10th, 2017 in the US. Country of origin, United States. Official site. There's an official site. The language is English. The production company is Spirit Juice Studios. Runtime 38 minutes, and it's in color. So I misattributed one of the Beatitudes to Bergoglio. It was actually comes from Holy Scripture. That was my error. All right. Let's see. World Youth Day, WYD 2016 in Krakow, Poland, centered on the theme Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy, as chosen by Bergoglio, focusing on divine mercy in the footsteps of Saint JP2 and Saint Faustina. Millions of Catholic youth gathered for this pilgrimage, experiencing faith, forgiveness, and transformation through events like the Night of Mercy, papal addresses, and cultural celebrations, emphasizing God's boundless love and the call to be apostles of mercy in a wounded world. The theme is Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy, connecting World Youth Day to the Jubilee of Year of Mercy and Krakow's rich tradition of divine mercy. Krakow, Poland, the hometown of JP2, a key figure in World Youth Day history. Bergoglio, he encouraged youth to open themselves to God's merciful gaze, discover forgiveness, and become instruments of mercy. Pilgrimage of Mercy, a spiritual journey for young people to encounter God's love, explore faith, and share it with others, often involving visits to significant religious sites. Major events included large gatherings, masses with the Pope, Novus Ordo, of course, the Night of Mercy, featuring music and adoration. That's kind of sketchy. And educational panels attracting an estimated 3 million pilgrims. Spiritual focus, deepening appreciation for the Catholic Church, finding healing, and responding to the world's hunger for forgiveness and love. In essence, World Youth Day Krakow 2016 was a global spiritual event where young people from all over the world came to Krakow to experience and spread God's mercy, guided by Bergoglio's call to be merciful and Christ-like. Yeah, his idea of being Christ-like is saving planet Earth from greedy white male swine of a capitalist pig. Oh boy. Well, that was not enjoyable, but coming from Knights of Columbus, you would not expect something that you can get some actual graces from, especially on form.org, which is a hit or miss in the movie section. I think there are about 3 good ones out of like 23 total. There are about 3 good ones. So it's about a 10% hit, and the rest are mediocre to at best. Mostly rubbish, though. Okay, we'll be generous. We'll say Padre Pio was decent. And we'll give it a 6 out of 23. So what's that? 6 out of 23. So about 25% decent stuff. Probably another 25% of mediocre stuff. And 50% just total rubbish on form.org. That's just my 2 cents. Going down the list, we've got number 1, History of the World, Part 1, 1981. Number 2, The Capture, 1950. Number 3, The Trial, 1962. So those are the next 3 coming down the pike. I'm up to number 5 on my reviews for this long, extended 3-day weekend. The Martin Luther King Jr. paid holiday edition of my channel. Hope you're enjoying your time. off from work. If you're in the US, apologies for messing up and inadvertently calling the seventh beatitude a tautology, incorrectly attributing it to Bergoglio. I'm not always on top of this kind of stuff. I didn't really study as hard on the Baltimore Catechism as my son did. So apologies there. And we'll just keep pumping through this. We'll try to get through 7. I'm already up to 5, so it's looking pretty good. And I just got Tabasco in my eye. How did I do that? I shouldn't be rubbing my eyes with my hands if they got Tabasco sauce on them. That was dumb. Anyways, nobody in the chat room today. Oh, we'll try History of the World Part 1 after I take my little nappy poo. Laters.